Hello, finally, the Professor Charles Soludo confirmed the collapse of opposition in Anambra State. Basically, that's what we've been saying since last year, that it seems that there is no opposition to Professor Charles Soludo. And some people were saying then, oh, how about this person? I said no. Once the election draw to nearby, that you see that there's no really opposition. Because if there is opposition, they would have been acting on the side of the people, because they were nowhere to be found. Some of them were based in Abuja. They are not in the state. They don't actually showed any commitment to the state. Basically, they're waiting for the election time to come back and see if they can take, anything are available. But it doesn't work like that in Anambra State anymore. And I do believe that people should learn from this. If you want to be on the side of the people, be with them in their pain, be with them in their joy. So that's I'm gonna play the video and you see that basically Soludo confirming that. But before I do, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And this is a reaction video, and most I tell you that. And happy viewing. I'm still Kodili-nye, the son of wonderful. Stay tuned.
Pay some and leave some. You will not hear the President of America being addressed as Your Excellency. Or have you ever had one? You will never see any governor in the U.S. being addressed His Excellency. This one, the other one. And a country where we think title is an achievement. So people will go and obtain form just to be called Excellency. In fact, there was a joke. One of the guys who ran for election with me in the last governorship election, and he went and obtained the form in one of the other parties. And somebody says, is this guy okay? Why is he wasting his money? Doesn't he know that, this is a jinx. It's a joke. And then somebody said, no, you don't understand. He wants to, His Excellency that he was answering before is about to expire. So he wants to renew it. He wants to renew the title of His Excellency. And if he stops running, people will stop calling him Your Excellency. So he went to do a renewal. So it is fair indeed to say that with this event today, that whatever else is left of PDP must be some remnants. And everybody is now in this big tent. The only political party in Anambra, and which is the All Progressives Grand Alliance. So welcome to the tent. Welcome. 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 APGA. APGA. Onyaga na nwanne. Okokoroko. 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 Ofolofu. Okokoroko. Solution is here. Solution is here. Oh yeah. Anambra Gademma. Anambra is in the hand of God. The mission that we are embarking upon is in the hand of God. It is a mission ordained by God and a mission to be completed by God. Fechuku delo dego yao. Fechuku kulo kugono yao. Ifo kulo bene. Ana vaine kuyomwe mbaye baze. Who can battle with the Lord? Who can battle with the Lord? Who can battle with the Lord? I say nobody. You know, I welcome you, this vanguard, with the structures in the 326 wards, joining the other 61 support groups all over the state. With your membership now, the other support groups, I think, coming to about 120-something thousand. With yours now, with 15, there's probably 130-something thousand members of the support group. Even if it's just members of the support group that will vote on that day. Eh? Even if it's just that member that will vote on that day. Onwere onye a na-azụ ya, onwere onye anyị na ya na-azụ ya. Onwere onye anyị na ya na-azụ ya. A na-azụ eze azụ. Eh? A na-azụ eze azụ. Mana achọrọ m ikwu eventually ịgwa unu bụ na ife a na-azụ azụ, a na-azụ ya azụ. Unu ọ na-egekwa ntị? O nwere mgbe ọbụla bụ ịkpali amụ. Anyị ga na-azụ ya ka o nwee ndị anyị na-afa na-azụ ya. Ọkwụ na-ege ntị. So na anyị luo na our ward and go back to mobilization. Maka the bottom line after the election bụ gosi m ka m fụnanya. Gosi m your polling booth result. Gosi m your ward result. Maka ụbọchị election, everybody will be in his polling booth at most na his ward. Okwu eziokwu. So na-emesi onye ọbụla etu ọnụ si nọdịsị bụ etu onye ọbụla ga-asị m good morning. OPV asịghị Odenigbo. Nsize Odenigbo asịghị kedu alpha result. Result. Nke polling booth na nke ward. So let's get to work. All of them. Okay, you don't take it for granted. What you are saying, even in Nafwa and Anambra, whatever you are saying, Americans will say you're unseen nothing yet. What if I no follow? I can equip in some, I can equip in some, I can my nation. I can equip in some if I look God. But I equip in some now. Amata bere amata me afose machi amacha. I went the Anambra African Dubai Taiwan Silicon Valley and Eba Kaineje. Eba Kaineje were putting down the foundations. The foundations are being led. The fun city, Mobaloge, the fun city will be up. Anambra must be a destination and no longer a departure lounge. I na-abịa. Ndị hapụ anyị na-efichafa anya mmiri. Ndị ụzọ aga nọ na befa afọ one of the two speakers kwuru okwu kwụsịrị onye ụmụ ọma na onye ọrụ ifite. Ife anyị bịara ificha ụmụ ogbenye anya mmiri. Ndị afọrọ nke a na-ekwuru fanụ. But that's what our party is all about. That's why we are progressives. That's why we are progressives. And I put hospitals in ILO, general hospitals, ILO, functioned at North Senatorial Zone. Yes, Macaron not. Whole local government say we're a general hospital. So we have to prioritize them. Therefore, of us here, we'll go and prioritize them. Free antenatal, free delivery, including cesarean operation in all government hospitals. We have to lay the foundation for the future. Come on, I answer them free in the government hospitals.
I will not end without showing you also the PDP, the left over from the PDP who actually joined the Soludo-led administration and said that they want him to continue. Let's just listen to them, and I hope when we come back we'll conclude this. Stay tuned.
Ernest Ezaji Ikenga Ekeleng Biko when I open the because of want of time. I think I'm over start. When they can go around Afambo Honorable Sir Chukode Umaba Chidesendo, the former state chairman of People's Democratic Party PDP in Anambra State. We started PDP together, and one of the conveners of PDP. With me here, Honorable Uchelu Benjamin Ofoka, the state deputy chairman. APGA! APGA! Apuga! May I call our state legal advisor, our former, let me put former state legal advisor to be Barrister Chief S.I. Oloba Otutu Noga. APGA! 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 In the same way,
You have seen and you have heard, and I do believe that you'll be thinking that is that how democracy is supposed to be? That's a question left for you to answer. But for sure, that's the nature of Nigerian politics. Nigerian politics is basically a transactional politics. It's not meant on any ideology. That's why the opposition does not do anything until they wait for the election time to just suddenly come, because they are hoping that maybe somebody out there will be able to, snide the ballot box, or the umpire INEC will play the ball for them. I mean, negatively, like they normally do in Nigeria. It's quite open. There are criminalities that are always prevalent in elections, which that's made the country not to develop, because the people that are always there most of the time are not the people want them to be. But because the system in Nigeria is so much muddled with corruption. But coming back to this collapse of opposition in Anambra State, I think opposition, the only thing they had to campaign was on security. I know that Soludo also have some challenges in some other areas on his delay in starting his projects and all those things, the slow pace of some of these policies, on not having much on agriculture, poor communication over the years until he brought in some lawmaker who actually transformed the communication information. On road infrastructure, he was also struggling, because although he was awarding a lot of those roads, but some of them were either abandoned or there's a delay in completely doing those jobs. And the environment was has not improved that much. It's just a drop in ocean water. So many of the places are still littered with mess. So the opposition, we are finally hoping on security, because that's the number one thing. Because at a point, the government was basically, attacking those that say exactly what is happening in the state. But the opposition was completely boomeranged or bamboozled by the sudden wake up of Soludo to tackle what has actually caused a total collapse of the economy of Anambra State. Suddenly, the man that was sleeping before on issue that pertained to lives and property suddenly woke up, and a roaring lion roared, and all the opposition, all the riffraffs, all of them, the Ezenwai, the teacher mad, the kidnappers, all of them, they all on the run. So now you have seen the total collapse of the opposition finally in Anambra State. Not just PDP, APC, all those other parties. Some of them didn't even bother to, to turn up. I actually said in this channel that Anambra State, we have played Mugu for over the years. All these parties were always hoping in Anambra State to carry most of the money that we should have been used to develop our local communities. Think about that. One of the guy allegedly borrowed, spend only on party primary, which he might not even win his village. 3 billion naira. Supposing if he put it in his small village in the Newe South, what would have happened? Things would have, everywhere would change. So another guy that I heard, or allegedly, was, I think a bank facility of 5 billion. In his whole local community, somewhere in Agwata, we would have used the money to change that community for good, or even turn around things. But no, but all this in. So, but this year mark a departure from other years, because the PDP, all those APC and all those things, that are hoping people will be paying 15 million, loads of people, they will be smiling in the bank. Not anymore. Don't waste those money. Spend it on people that are suffering in the streets. Spend it on the villages. Spend it in the local economy. That's what should that money go for. Not on politics anymore. Because there's no point of doing what you actually know you will not win. So there's no point of wasting all those money. But if you spend it, your political capital would have increased. Maybe in future, you might be able to leverage on that and gain popularity you needed. That's how opposition is truly done. The opposition should start from the grassroots, not how they were doing it. I don't want to make this video too long. It looks like it's getting longer and longer. But what is your own opinion? Go to the comment section and let us continue from there. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm still Kodili-nye, the son of wonderful. See you in the next one, and God bless you. Bye.